argues.
But a lot of that was because of what seemed to be imminent collapse of parts of the building that were so unsafe that there was really no other recourse but to do that. Of course, Jacqueline Kennedy.
I don't like how they're trying to make it sound like, oh, this is what Trump's doing, like what other
experts and government people and private citizens on it. And then everything we do is subject to approval by the Fine Arts Committee.
Her restoration project in general emphasized historical continuity. She also obviously created the Rose Garden. She did a lot to the grounds, all of which had been demolished. So this is not the first destruction of pieces of the White House that Trump wants to remake as his own for primarily celebratory or party reasons, as opposed to reasons that reflect more safety or preservation or augmentation for the people, as opposed to billionaire donors.
All right, so other presidents have changed the White House, but you're saying this sort of belies comparison. If there's no real comparison,
at least they're not trying to compare it.
Are there comparisons elsewhere?
You should be condemning it as a terrorist attack, finishing what Osama bin Laden was trying to do.
Louis XIV's vision for the design of Versailles transformed what was a royal residence into a stage on which his reign would be essentially performed. And Benito Mussolini's marble piazzas sought to tie fascism to Rome's magnificence.
From high balcony, Italy's idol looks down on his admirers, and the smile on his face is the smile of a man who is sure.
In the process, entire neighborhoods were demolished to create the boulevards of the Imperiale. In Versailles, in fascist Rome, architecture was created to extend the power of a leader by rewriting the meaning of the nation's most visible symbols. And essentially, that is what Trump is doing.
So it's always fascists who do it,
It's not
apparently.
a practical addition. It's a metaphor for the Trump brand overtaking the institution. Now, there's no question that there will be value to a ballroom. The current ballroom holds, I think, about 250 people. When the White House has hosted bigger parties, they've had to erect tents on the grounds, and that was not always a feasible or comfortable situation. If it was raining, people had to walk on plastic, but that doesn't mean we need to have the over-the-top showpiece that does not reflect the soul of this country. The soul of this country is not gilded flourishes. It's just not.
It's not the style is the problem, is that you knock down
Those
the East Wing of the
examples that
White
you
House.
shared,
It's like a terrorist
there's
attack.
some
And
monarchy
we should
in
seize
there,
the companies
there's
that
some
funded it
dictator
and
slash
arrest the
fascism in
executives
there.
who funded it.
You're an expert, right? You're an expert in your field. And President Trump has done this thing in America that's very interesting, which he's cast a lot of doubt on experts in favor of regular people, ordinary folk.
They're not regular.
And I think what he
They're not
might
like us.
say is, I was democratically
They're not
elected
ordinary.
by the ordinary folk. I
No,
have
by
those
fascists and people you
regular
lied
people
to.
on my side. And if I choose to remake the White House in my image or the image of something else, that's what ordinary Americans voted for. Madam Expert, what do
No,
you
actually, that
think
was
about
never
that
mentioned.
argument?
Nobody voted for that.
This is not a reflection of or for the people. The ballroom will re-script the White House as an extension of the Trump brand. And the fact that this has been funded by and hosted for billionaires
Traitors.
in exchange for recognition of their own brands as part of this,
They paid to destroy
really
our White
refutes
House.
that statement, in my opinion. One of the great tenets of a brand is, can you remove the logo and still identify what it is? Do these iconic assets speak to you beyond the name of the brand? And the current building will be reshaped in the image of President Trump. It will be defined by over-the-top opulence, truly exaggerated and cumbersome scale. And it's a preference, it shows a preference for size over substance, and size over subtlety, and size over dignity. It will challenge the integrity of the existing architecture of the White House in ways we can't even envision yet. And I think it's converting what is
So basically opposite of what it's
Debbie
supposed to be.
Millman of Design Matters. Kelly Wessinger and Denise Guerra produced
Thanks for
today's
reporting
show.
on it. I
We'll
wish
have
you
some
guys would
offsite
say that
artsy.
Trump is doing a
Julie
terrorist
Myers,
attack,
editor,
finishing
Patrick
Osama
Floyd,
bin
and
Laden's
Adrian
terrorist attack
Weir.
on our White
Laura
House.
Bullard is our
He
senior
destroyed it.
researcher. I'm Noel King.
He destroyed a wing of
It's
it.
Today Explained.
He destroyed a wing of it, and if Osama had gotten one of his planes to the White House, he probably would have just destroyed a wing of it too.
What used to be the railroad from Florence to Cripple Creek. In the 1890s, some sort of some canyon just outside Canyon City, about 5 miles, the pavement narrows, edge past the sheer 5-foot drop-off without guardrails, plus wooden bridges, squeezed through rough one-way tunnels. You'll rise over 4,000 feet and emerge hours later in Victor. It's worth it for the dramatic views of rugged canyons, towering cliffs, and you might also see bighorn sheep and perhaps a phantom.
A Colorado postcard with support from Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance.
harder.
And gambling is
when
bad.
There are so many more opportunities.
Gambling's super addictive and bad for you.
I'm Natalie Kucherlev. That's coming up on The Daily from the New York Times.
The Daily is supported by Baird. Employee-owned and independent, Baird offers global financial advice focused solely on clients' needs. More information at
I
bairddifference.com.
just saw Christie,
For
the
everything
movie.
you need to know
I saw
about the most. You're listening
which
to
was
The
awesome.
Daily from the New York Times, distributed by American.
He was really good too.
APM produces
I
and
recommend it.
distributes programs that entertain
And I'm probably
and
going to go
engage
live later
audiences
and talk about
everywhere.
Good Fortune because it was awesome. And Christie I'll talk about it too.
Face
It's really good.
recognition tools, dating apps, and the online websites marrying the two. From American Public Media, this is Marketplace Tech. I'm Nova Safo.
Okay, we can turn this off.
Marketplace supported by Progressive.
I thought they might do a
Progressive
news
Commercial
report, but-
Insurance offers personalized rates and customizable coverages for your business vehicles. More at progressivecommercial.com.
There are lots of trending videos of people using face recognition tools to find cheating partners on dating apps.
We're just going to be using Cheater Buster AI, and it's basically going to use AI to tell us if he's on any dating apps. But I'm going to need a little bit of information.
Okay, here's how I found my boyfriend on Tinder. First, you're gonna look up Cheater Buster. You can put their age, gender, location, and also a picture of what they look like.
I found your Tinder profile, and then you're just gone for 5 hours and 15 minutes? No. Where were you? You were not.
Well, as you heard, Cheater Buster is one such tool. Joseph Cox, tech reporter with 404 Media, looked into the sudden rise of these services and the risks to privacy.
It's not just about identifying somebody because you already know who the person is you're looking for. It's to find their Tinder profile and then other sensitive information such as their approximate location, the rest of their photos. And of course, you can keep tabs on what this person is doing on Tinder from a distance without them being aware. It's very much about the use case of this particular facial recognition technology rather than any sort of leap in capability.